everyone. You can hear me? I will only take 3 minutes because I know I'm standing between you and a whole day of emails you have not replied, or perhaps you're going home to have dinner with your family. I hope it's something enjoyable. Allow me to summarize based on the 3 logos you see on the screen on your right. Who are we and who are the people behind today's Design Education Summit? We are DesignSingapore Council. Some of you may have heard of us, many of you may not have. We're actually an economic agency under the MTI family, a subsidiary of the EDB. So your question might be, why is an economic body running a design education summit for educators? Anybody wants to hazard a guess? Okay lah, end of the day lah, I help you out here. When we think about the future of Singapore, is there a future for Singapore, for the children that you're teaching, your own children, the students? We're looking at building a nation that is economically competitive and relevant globally. Innovation is a key part of that economic strategy. But without design, you will not have great innovation, because great design makes lives so much better. And this is why DesignSingapore Council is committed to design education. This is why we're committed to a design education summit for educators. Which brings me actually to my next logo, Learning by Design. Now, some of your schools are already partners with us on Learning by Design. This is a program that we've been running for the last 2 years, where we open up open call. We invite schools to come on a journey with us, whether it's through your ALP, your VIA, or any new acronyms that will come up in time to come. All right? And we matchmake you with design studios, with design partners, to run design programs as part of your school programs for your students. You can bring in your parents, the teachers can join in. You pick the problem statements that the students work on so that it's real life, they're involved, there's ownership in it. I had a chance this year to join in Queenstown Secondary. Queensway Secondary, thank you. And the students were working on a community problem. Now, if you've been to Queensway, Queenstown, there's a couple of things happening in that community. You've got a mature estate that has a lot of new families moving in. There is a library that's been there forever, right? Many of us, I grew up with Queenstown Library. You have Club Rainbow Centre, that's also there. And then you've got the secondary school, you've got Sheng Siong, you've got everything else in the neighborhood, right? How do you bring this community together, and what is the role of the school and the students in that? And that's what they undertook as part of their ALP. So these are the things that we can help you and we work with you in your schools if you believe that design can really help change the way your students approach problem solving. Which then brings me to the last logo. And I think this last logo is one that most of you may not recognize. It is the UNESCO logo for Creative City of Design. Singapore is a UNESCO Creative City of Design since 2015. And I think this is a very little known fact. Most of us know our Botanic Gardens is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We know that our hawker center culture is a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage. Very few people know we are a creative city of design under UNESCO. We own 3 titles as a city and as a country. And the reason why a lot of people don't see that is because design is embedded in our systems. It's not something that all of us like, wow, very beautiful, very nice, we see everywhere. It's part and parcel of our daily life because Singapore is great at systems design. One of my favorite examples as a citizen is every time I leave the country and then I fly back, Changi Airport, 20 minutes, the time I disembark from the airplane, I get through passport, immigration, automated gates, pick up my bags, I'm in a taxi. We take that for granted, but that's the design in our system that enables us to move in and out of our airport quickly in a way that does not cause stress. We have so many great examples of great systems design, process design in Singapore. And in order for us to continue building great design in this country, we need to nurture the next generation of change makers. And that's where all of you come in. So I leave you with these thoughts. You've had a great 9-hour day. Thank you for staying with us. You know, I was joking with my colleagues that I've never run a summit where at the end of the day, I still have 90% of my attendees here. And my conclusion is that because it's all teachers, so you are very good. Thank you for staying the whole day with us. And so my last few words here is, please continue to work with us to make lives better by design, build more lovable communities by design, so that we can build a nation by design, by nurturing the next generation of change makers. Thank you all. Have a good evening.